What's good, world? Hollywood here, as you know. So I know I haven't made a video in a few weeks or whatever, but I'm back. Um, as y'all know, I'm stuck in North Carolina right now for this damn snowstorm. But so I said, why not utilize this time and talk about a few things that we deal with on a daily basis. Topic here is basically, I got this from a young lady. Appreciate you, love. Basically, it's people that are comfortable being alone and people that can't handle being alone. And for myself, I speak in every video. I speak personally and about myself. So, I mean, for me, for a very long time, I didn't know how to be alone. Every time there will be a breakup or a situation happens with my girlfriend at the time or a female that I was dealing with at the time. If that didn't work out, like I always had somebody else, or I always needed somebody else because I didn't know how to actually, sit in my thoughts and sit in my anguish and my pain and shit like that and deal with it. I run from my pain, I run from my demons. And as of lately, I've been dealing with a lot of myself more. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard to be alone. It's really a difficult thing to sit back and just deal with your own shit, and like I said, for a long time, it wasn't about being comfortable alone. It wasn't about I was afraid to be alone. I didn't know how to be. I needed someone there to talk to, or to just have them there, sit there with me or some shit like that. So it's definitely a hard task when you're not used to being, by yourself. Especially if you're like me, if you're a thinker, and everything that happens, you replay everything in your mind. And that's basically what I've been doing. Like, I replay every situation that happened, every minor or minute thing, and it's stressful. But I mean, once you get past those demons, as far as, your inner shit that you have to deal with, being alone isn't a bad thing. You have time to actually love yourself. You have time to actually get to know you, and I've learned a lot about myself, in these past couple months, about myself, about my worth, about shit that I will never tolerate again, about stuff that I was wrong with, how I handle certain situations. It's a growing experience, and then you got the people that actually are comfortable with being alone. And I'm trying to get to that point, I'm trying to get to the point where it's like, you know what, I don't need anybody around me. And like, it's kind of hard because I actually enjoy being myself. Like, you'll see me, I'll go out and have drinks for myself. I'll just do a lot of shit by myself. But at the same time, it's like everybody wants that companion, whether it's a friend or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever. Like, everybody wants that companionship with another person. They want that chemistry or that bond with somebody else. But we don't know how to actually work for that and how to take things slowly. I say that very, very seriously. We don't know how to take things slowly. We rush and we just jump into things because we let our emotions and we let our loneliness, cloud everything that we're working towards, and I can say now, being by myself, my standards are definitely high, like I know what I bring to the table, and I know that I'm not going to let anybody just sit with me. I'm not going to let anybody eat off my plate. Like, you have to equally bring something to the table to even get to that point with me, So it's all a growing experience, and I'm really trying to, and kudos to everybody that can be alone. Everybody that's comfortable with that. 'Cause like, I'm getting there, I'm definitely getting there being alone. I do everything by myself. So it's definitely a work in progress, to say the least. It's definitely something that is worth it in the long run, because I mean, you're gonna die alone anyway, and people have to get used to that, because we're not always gonna have that one person there or that couple people there to hold our hand through everything. And that's what I was used to. I was used to having a person there with me, no matter what. It didn't matter. So getting to that comfort level of actually being by yourself, it takes a lot. But at the same time, like, the time it takes you to be comfortable with your own person Just imagine, like, your next relationship or your next, companionship or friendship, how much stronger that bond will be, because you know exactly what you want. You know exactly who you are, and nobody can tell you different. Nobody can alter your whole being. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Like, people get into relationships now for help. People get into relationships now to change somebody else. And people always say, like, everybody wants somebody to fix. And that's the issue. Like, you don't need to be in a relationship to fix anybody. Whatever happened before, that's fine. But understand, like, when you get into a relationship, a companionship, that's two people. So if y'all both hurting over certain shit, like, you're going to take that out on that person, and they're going to take it out on you. So why not take that time to actually get to know yourself, be alone? And I understand Valentine's Day is tomorrow. It's my first Valentine's Day by myself. Am I hurt? Yeah, it's cool. But at the same time, like, what can you do about it? Be your own Valentine. Do things for yourself. Do the things that you would do if you were with somebody. I know it's not easy. It may sound stupid. But honestly, like, the best gift, say this all the time, the best gift you can give yourself is yourself. And that's it, people. Like, really just enjoy being by yourself. Enjoy the person that you are, because you don't need somebody else to validate who you are. You don't need somebody else to enhance who you are. If you can't enhance yourself, you can't be by yourself. You can't validate yourself. Love yourself. I say this shit all the time. And enjoy being alone. Because sometimes we can't be alone when we want to be. So enjoy the time now. Build up. Get right. And then when it comes, you'll be ready for it. Alright, appreciate y'all.